done these, what we've done in these forbearances, we still, I mean, the interest accrues and, you know, it just ends up being recapitalized back into the principal and note, so when we back on the schedule, pick up the loss of interest there. We gain interest on interest, I guess, is what it amounts to.
We also do get quarterly reporting from them.
Yeah, on all of these forbearances, yeah, when they, we do quarterly updates. So we've asked that this, you know, prior to the policy, well, the policy was put in place for a year, and then every quarter they come back with an update on their sales and their situation, so that if something would change, we could get back on schedule at an earlier pace. But it did not in their case. There isn't any significant change until last quarter of the year, December.
Any questions?
We're feeling pretty good about the direction they're going now.
Yeah. I, you know, like I said, I'm not real savvy on exactly what they do, but yeah, I mean, they're upbeat. I know they've had a contract. They're working with the clinic. They got with the National Health Institute. That was a number of months back, but they were with a grant. That's all. From what I've read and understand of those, you know, when you get into the second phase of those, that's a significant bump and high likelihood of getting into phase 3. So, and that's where they're at. They're at that process. So, I mean, there's a lot of good things showing up in there. They're, you know, they're renting the space out there from Kennedy, and I think they've got about $21,000 in rent that they put towards that. So they're, you know, they're contributing in that sense right now. I'm unaware of any arrears that they have. So I mean, they're keeping up with their current payables, and you know, so just give them a little breathing room not to take on that large royalty payment.
Any questions?
I'll move that we approve this recommendation for the forbearance for 1 year for hypersonic.
I'll second it based on a recommendation of EDA.
Motion by Mr. Bunke, second by Mr. Hansi. Any other questions or comment?
So you feel real secure on their financial condition?
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean by real secure? I think that but the upside to this is huge.
Really?
Yeah.
But
You know.
you seen the financial reports?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What the,
They're good. They're in line. They're not.
They're
it's not big dollars. They're improving. They're improving.
Any other questions? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Joyce.
Thanks.
Let's move on to 8D, consideration of approval of the recommendation from the Rushford Airport Commission on the awarding of a 3-year cropping lease to the successful bidder, Rick Ruberg, Rushford, Minnesota. See attached bid breakdown and lease. Any comment, Mr. Sarvey? Pretty straightforward.
It is, Your Honor. There's had a couple of comments in the bidding process. One was to consider a 4-year bid instead of a 3. Another was to consider doing the bids at the end of in the fall, so that they could order their seed, I guess, for the next year. I don't know.
It would help.
Would those be improvements to the future bidding processes?
Yep.
We're good to go for now. A little bit in the future to consider. Any questions from the council?
got a total of 35 acres? Is that what I recall reading?
35.14.
Actually, there's some area in front of the south approach that we might be able to put into crop as well. So we'll work with Mr. Ruber if we decide to do that.
Move to accept Rick Ruberg as the successful bidder in this project.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Colvinson. Any other comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes. Thank you. Let's move on to 8E, consideration of receiving recommendation from the Rushford Municipal Electric Commission on the awarding of 2 other portions of the electrical project bids recently received and evaluated. All right, let's see here. WP equals underground utility work, Money Creek area, $72,788, and reject equals removal and replacement of unsafe poles and associated overhead equipment, $18,446. See attached staff report. Mr. Sarvey, any comment?
Your Honor, this is a recommendation from the Municipal Electric Commission. We got some outstanding bids. This was all part of we broke the levy project down and added these projects in as well, so we can cut them out if we needed to. But because the bids were this low, the feeling was that we should take advantage of it and get these projects done. The Money Creek project was part of our 5-year work plan, which will need to be updated because we're getting near the end of that 5-year time frame. And the reject pole is just a project we do probably every year. They go out and they test the poles, and we get enough of them together that need to be replaced, and we put them together in a project and do it. So the recommendation is to go forward.
Any comment from Mr. Bunky in the Electric Commission?
Well, this relates to our last meeting, and a visit from Tom Nigan, our engineer. And as Mr. Sarvey said, the bids came back much lower than what we had expected. And so this is all work that needs to be done. And if it's at this rate, at this affordable rate, we feel that it's necessary to push forward to get it done. It'll really help to finish off our system as far as really getting it up to speed. I think that if I remember correctly, this is the last piece.
Last major
Of that.
piece, yes.
Of that, yeah, of all of the work that we've done in the last, 10 years that we've been working on. So with the completion of the downtown, putting all of that underground, and then getting this Money Creek piece completed.
So you're just putting up new poles?
Some.
There'll be on the Money Creek project, that'll be underground. So we'll retire some of the old overhead and get that updated and refreshed, if you will, and make it much more safe for tree trimming, or to eliminate tree trimming and all that kind of stuff.
The cable up there has reached the end of its service life. It could go at any point in time. But also we'll replace cabinets and transformers. Some of those may have been damaged by the flood. We'll know that as we get into the project, or if they are, and we're still within the window to make application and get reimbursed for those as well.
Any more questions?
If I remember right, we had the money to take care of this.
Yeah. The electric fund has
Electric fund.
the monies, or we can do the kind of shifting that we need to accomplish this, yes, without having to borrow anymore.
We do some inter-fund loans out of that fund as outlined, and then just we'll keep tabs on it and reimburse it.
I would move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Hansi, second by Mr. Colvinson. Any more questions or comments? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion passes. Thank you.